Y'all suckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap, bees in the trap. I bees in the trap.
Hey y'all, what's up? So I know I told y'all that I was gonna do the how to install a wig first, but I decided I'm gonna do the question and answer video first because I want y'all to kind of get to know me, get a feel for me first, just know a little bit about me before you just jump straight into hair tutorials. So I don't want to talk too much. We're gonna just get straight into it, and I'm gonna answer your questions. I got them written down because I want to be able to just like read them and go instead of like reading from my phone the whole time. Plus, I'm using my phone to record, so I couldn't do that. So I answered them in order. I put some Facebook statuses up, Instagram posts, Snapchat posts, Twitter, and I got some responses. So I'm going to answer to every single question that I got asked. So here we go. So the first question: how do you balance owning a business and being a mother? I just do it. It's like I don't really think about it. I don't put too much thought into, oh, I need to spend this much time doing this much time doing that. I do what I have to do and I get it done. I know what I have to do, I get it done. And at the same time, I make sure that my son receives all the love that he needs to receive from me, because to me, that's just the most important. I always want him to feel loved. So you feel me? Anytime I get a chance to, I show my baby some love. I breastfeed too, so I mean, I'm forced to spend time with him, show him love and spend that bonding time with him. But in addition to that, I make sure that my schedule is not too packed. So I choose my hours. If I notice I'm getting kind of booked a lot on one day, I will put a blocker on my schedule so that I'll have I'll have a break, or I'll take a day off so that I can just spend time with him and my boyfriend. So I just, I make sure that I get stuff done. I'm going to make sure the business get handled because that's what get the bills paid. But at the same time, I always make sure that he gets the love and attention that he needs as well. So pretty much I just do it. I don't think about it. I just do it. Like, it's that's to it. I just do it. Is it hard fitting fitness into your busy schedule? It is hard. It is. And now with me being a mom, it's even harder. So before I had a kid, I worked out at work. So on my lunch break, I would just go work out. It was so easy. It just flew. I mean, it would just flow because that's it. On my lunch break, I got a whole hour. I'm working out for at least 40 minutes of it. Got enough time to get back in my clothes, get back to my desk, and we cool. Now I have someone that I'm tending to. I have a business that I'm running. When I'm not having clients, I have wigs to make. So it's just like, it's kind of hard to do. I start doing it at home now because that driving to the gym, getting back home, that's all just a lot. So I bought me some weights, I bought me a mat, and I just do it from home because that's what's most convenient for me. So if you care about something, you'll make the time to do it. So it's never that you don't have time, because no matter who you are and how busy you are, you have 30 minutes out your day. You're not doing something for 30 minutes. Like, throughout the whole time you're woke, you have a 30-minute period that you're not doing nothing. So if you care enough, you'll make that time into working out. And some people do an hour, some people do 2 hours, but me personally, if I make at least 30 minutes to an hour, at least 4 to 5 times a day, a week. And I think that that's enough. So if you really want to do it, you're going to take the time and you're going to do it. It's really just that simple. Where do you see Libree's Trap in 10 years? So I also have somebody that asked 5 years, so I might as well do both of them right now. In 5 years, I am hoping to have at least a shop opened. I won't put the amount of money out. I think that's a bit much to say. I do have a set goal on how much money I want to be accumulating for my business within 5 years. That is part of my business plan. However, I don't think that that's necessary to say. But I just hope to at least have a shop opened. I want my business to be booming. I mean, that's just as real as it gets. I want my shit to be booming. And that's what it is. I want it to be booming. I want to have a location. I want to have, I can't say in 5 years I don't want to be working, because I probably still do want to do hair. I have a passion for hair. So I'm not too pressed to get from behind the chair yet. But I'm going to just say I hope I have a shop, at least here in Columbus, at my 5 year mark. At my 10 year mark, I hope to have more than one location. I hope to have visited my vendor. That is one of my goals, to actually visit my vendor and meet them personally. Like, that's very important to me, so I can know where my hair is coming from. Meet them personally. It's just important to me. So that, yeah, by then I'm gonna just say that have more than one location, and to have done a celebrity's hair, and to have visited my vendor within 10 years. 5 years for the celebrity hair, because I can do that. How do you know you found the right vendor? You found the right vendor when it's hair that you would buy and never buy from anybody else after you wear it. So my biggest tip would be, if you're looking for a vendor, look for what you like. What do you like? If you wear hair, what do you like about your hair? What is the most important to you? Is it the price? Is it the quality? Is it the convenience? How quick can you get the hair? What is it that's most important for you? And you should make a checklist of that. This is the most important. This is second. This is third. This is fourth. When you're looking for your vendor, you should be looking for those things. And the vendor that has the most things off of your list, that is the vendor you need to pick, because they have the majority of the things that you care about. So what you care about is what your business should be. So I would assume you want to wear the best hair. Like, well, that's how I was. I wanted the best hair. So to me, what was most important was quality and convenience. The main two things to me was the quality of the hair. How good is the hair? How long is it going to last for my clients? What all can my clients do to this hair? And how quick can they get it? How quick can they get it? So the first, I went through 2 vendors. The first one that I had, I loved the quality of the hair, but the shipping was 7 days. There's no way that somebody want to order their hair. It takes 7 days to get to me, and then I have to ship it to them, and that could take up to 4 days. So that's almost 2 weeks after you order hair that it's going to take for you to get that hair. Don't nobody want to wait that long. So I eventually ended up finding a vendor that's 2 days. To me, that's convenient. 2-day shipping, cool, because I can be like, cool, you ordering Tuesday, you can schedule Thursday. That's more convenient, because usually my schedule is not open anyway. So that 2-day gap is perfectly fine, because they can't really schedule anyway the next day. So that's what I would say. Find out what's the most important to you for your business, or for your, and that's for anything. I would do that for anything, not just for hair, but anything you're selling, whether it's clothes. If it's clothes, you want to make sure, I don't know, if it's the quality of the clothes that matters the most, you want to make sure that they have good quality. You want to wash those clothes 5 times. See if the color shade, you know, little stuff like that. I don't even sell clothes, but yeah. How did you feel when you found out you were pregnant? So, me and my boyfriend kind of planned my pregnancy. I don't know if I ever really put that out there, but I was on birth control before I got pregnant, so it was pretty much a choice for me. I went and I stopped my birth control, and it did take more than a month. So when I actually found out, it was because I couldn't hold down any alcohol. I was at my aunt's birthday party, and I could not hold down alcohol, and I'm like, why? So since I had already stopped my birth control, I had took a pregnancy test. I want to say maybe like 2 weeks or something before I was actually pregnant, and it was negative or whatever. So I still had one there. So my boyfriend was asleep, and I just went in the bathroom. I don't know what made me do it. I just took the test, and it was positive. So I took it in there to him and was like, look, babe. And he was happy. I was happy. We were happy. I felt good. I felt nervous a little bit, but overall I felt good. So that's how I felt. What sparked your interest in hair? I don't really know. I think it was like my sister used to do hair, and I was like kind of doing my baby doll's hair. Then I started doing my niece's hair. And then I was in this program called Eve. A lot of girls probably know about Eve with Miss Takara and Brittany. They introduced me to their daughters. They let me do their daughter's hair for money. So then I'm like, oh, it was cool. I was just making some quick little money. Then I just kept going and kept going. More and more people start asking me to do their hair, whether it was friends or people kids or my sister friends' kids. I just was getting asked to do hair, and I noticed how quick the money was, and I still didn't take it serious until probably like 2 years ago. And I've been doing hair for about 10 years now. So, but what sparked it, I would say my sister doing my hair, and just that's the only thing I can think of. What came easy with your business and what came hard? What comes easy with hair? What comes easy with hair for me is communication. I'm real good with communicating with people, and I can make them feel comfortable. I make them feel beautiful. I love changing people's appearances. You know, they come in kind of, I can see people confidence when I'm doing their hair, and that matters a lot to me. So it's like, if I know your confidence is low, I'm going to make you feel amazing. And that's my goal, is for you to leave smiling and feeling great. So that's what comes easy. It's just making sure that you look beautiful and that you're happy, because then I'm happy. That's what that is. And what come hard would be just dealing with people. I mean, I'm not going to say that I hate dealing with people, because at the same sense I love people, but pretty much the common sense that I feel like people lack when it comes to hair. So to me, I be feeling like people should know stuff already, and they don't. So then when they ask me certain questions, I don't want to answer, because I'll be like, why don't you know that? Or you don't need your hair done if you don't know that. But I can't have that mindset, because they're coming to me because I'm the expert. You feel me? So I had to switch that a little bit. And then the other thing would be sometimes lowering my prices, because I feel like that person needs me. Like, if somebody asks me a price and I know that they can't afford it, I would lower my price a little bit for them. And I have to stop doing that, because if you want it, you got to pay for it. You can't go in Gucci and be like, I want that bag, but I only got $70. They're not going to say, give it to me. So I have to just keep that in my mind. That's the other thing that's pretty much hard for me when it comes to my business. Besides your son, what motivates you? What's your motivation other than your son? That's a really good question. So I have to think, before I had my son, what was my motivation? I was my motivation. It's really I was my motivation, and my family motivate me. I came from nothing. I mean, like, my mama always made it happen, but shit, I didn't have it the way that I want my son to have it. So, and you said, even though you said other than my son, it's still the principle. Like, in my mind, I always had the mindset that I'm going to have a family. So I'm like, I need to make sure I'm in a place financially to provide and not make my child go through what I went through. I'm grateful for what I went through, because it makes me understand certain things, and it makes me just strive for more. But I don't want my son to have to go through that. I'd rather teach it to him, let him know that everybody ain't got it as good as him. I don't want it to be like, oh, maybe one day you'll have it as good as the next person. I just want them to understand. I'll let him know both sides, but my main thing was just, I always wanted to be able to live a life that I didn't get to live growing up. So I should say that was my motivation. So my family too. I want to be able to provide for my family. My mom, I never want her in a nursing home. I'm not letting her get in a nursing home. So I gotta make sure that don't happen. And it takes money. Where do you think you would be without your business? Well, I have a degree, so without my business, and I'm very intelligent, so without my business, I would have been good regardless. I'm gonna be real. I think I still would have been doing hair. I just wouldn't have started. Sorry, somebody just told me about some hair, but I just wouldn't be selling hair. I would still be doing hair. I would be somewhere doing accounting. That's what my degree is in. So I would assume I would probably be doing something in accounting with my degree, which is a wealthy paying job. So I still would have been good. I can't say I would have been happy though. So God worked it out, but yeah. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Successful. I'm going to be wealthy, successful, happy, good. In 5 years, I plan on being where I wanted to be. I'll be a shop owner. I'm going to have a son going into kindergarten, maybe even first grade. Married. I will be married with a fat ass rock on my finger. Yeah, I'm gonna be living good in 5 years because I'm working hard and God is gonna meet me halfway. Unless He might beat me there, but we gonna get there. How did you build your brand and how hard was it? I don't really know if you mean like I built my brand. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna assume you mean how did I get like my name out there? I use social media. Period. That's what I use. Social media way more than anything else, and then word of mouth. I post, I promote myself. I post every day. Every hairstyle I do, I make sure I put it on the internet. I want you to know I'm here. Every conversation I have with people, I let them know I sell hair. Like, I promote myself. And when I want to do something, I go hard at it. So that's what I did with my brand. Because once I quit my job, that's what I got to rely on. That's what's gonna pay my bills. So I just went hard at it, promoting, advertising myself. I practice new trends. I stay up to date on everything. If it's something new out, it's frontals, it's ponytails, I'm gonna learn it because that's where the money is at. How hard was it? It wasn't hard. If you want to do something, it's not gonna be hard. It wasn't easy because people are skeptical, like, oh, you just all of a sudden selling hair, where you getting this hair from, But the more you push your product, you wear your product, you don't wear nothing else. If you can't wear your own product, you're not going to make it. I'm gonna be real, because they're gonna be like, then why aren't you wearing it? Wear your own product, sell it for cheaper. When you first start out, do deals for deals for deals. If you know me, if you follow my hair page, I do deals. You have to do deals. That's what the people want. You have to get your product in their hands. So once they get it, they want it so bad, they're going to pay whatever after that first time because they want your product. Again, they don't want anything else. So do deals. Don't worry about the money. I can't stress that enough. Worry about it. Make sure you get your bills paid, but don't let that be your main focus or you'll probably fail. Like, you have to please the people. Don't please them too much, but please the people too. I have 5 more questions, or 6. Do you ever see yourself getting a business partner? The only business partner I will get is my man. That's just what it is. People, it's not that I don't trust anybody or that I don't feel like anybody ideas or anything, but I'm sorry, when I think I look away, that's why I'm looking away from the camera. But people get very money hungry when it comes to business. And then also, since I've already started a business, it'd be hard to combine with anybody because I have my own ideas. I already have my own plan, like road, and my man is the only one that I feel like understand that. He's seen how hard I've worked, and pretty much he's already my business partner, but he's seen how hard I worked to get here, so I trust him. I know that he understands. He takes my business as serious as me. I don't feel like anybody else would take my business that serious. Like, unless somebody really came to me with damn near a business plan wrote out, and I can be like, well, shit, okay, you're serious. Maybe, but not anytime soon. I won't never say no, I won't. But as of right now, the only business partner that I would take is my man. How long did it take you to make profit off your business? I would say immediately, because the way that I did it, I didn't do where I put a bunch of money into my business and waited to make money. I waited for people to buy my product, and I placed orders as they placed their orders. So whatever the additional money is, I get that immediately. So if I'm paying $50 for a bundle and I'm charging them $80 for a bundle, I place that order and I'm getting that extra $30. You get what I'm saying? So I did put money in, I don't know, I guess I would say like a month to the point where I start just like making money. But it's going to have its ups and downs. There's really no time limit on it, because it's going to be times where you're putting money into your business when you're not accumulating money. So you can't really just be like, oh, I start making money this day. Well, I can't, not yet. I can't say, oh, I started making money this day and ever since then it's just been good. No, I still had times where I'm like, damn, I gotta spend this money. I've fucked up. Sorry, I've messed up. I fucked up somebody's wig or something, and I gotta reorder their hair, so I can't recharge them. So I already spent the portion of their money they paid to order that first batch. So then now I gotta come out of my pocket. So I mean, I would say immediately, but it's up and downs with that. It's really not right now, at least to where I can say at this point I only have been making income. I haven't done that yet. How did you get people to shop your brand? I kind of went over that. I just promoted, advertised. I did them cheap. When I first started mine, I did 3 bundles, any length. I think for like $150, like any length for $150. And I did it like that. So then I got people to wear my hair. Then I got pictures of them. And videos. So then I have pictures and videos of my product, so I can advertise it and people can see what they're buying instead of just seeing it here with a pink purple cloth behind it. They see it in people's hair. They see it flowing. They see it curl. They see somebody else enjoying the hair, and that makes people want to buy your product too. So I did deals. What's your craziest Central story? So I went to Central State University. Shout out to us. I think my craziest Central story would be being at a party at the basketball house and the floor fell in. Like, legit, we in there, we kicking it, it's busting, everybody lit, and legit, I feel it. I'm like, dog, the room is moving. So we lit, we under the influence. So my homegirl, she like, girl, the floor is not moving. I'm like, no. She like, you drunk? No, I'm not drunk. The floor is moving, so it's moving. We moved in just enough time, so we didn't fall through the floor, but like literally we in the room next to it, and the floor is literally caving in, so people kicking it, and it's boom, and it's going deeper and deeper in, and the floor fell in inside the basketball house. Now it's the Q house, but at the time it was the basketball house. Like, it was crazy. I think that was the craziest. I just thought of a bunch of other crazy stuff, but I think that's the craziest story. It was wild to me. How did you and your boyfriend meet? We met at Central State. He didn't go there, but I did. And he was there with his homeboy. Me and my homegirl was in the car cruising on campus. We had just got in my truck, and he was in the car with his homeboy, and they was like switching seats. So they driving about to leave the parking lot. I'll come up behind them, and he get out the passenger seat. His homeboy get out the driver. So he getting out to get into the driver's seat. I'm right behind them, and I see him, and I'm like, who's that? Like, Central ain't that big, so I knew he didn't go there. But I'm like, I like what I see. I like that. And I usually don't do that, but I was like, I like that. So I knew his homeboy. So then I wrote his homeboy on Snapchat and was like, hey, whoever just got in your driver's seat, tell him to hit me up. Tell him Rory said hit her up. And he hit me up. And we linked up that night. And then we linked up the next night. And then we linked up the next night. And we just talked. All we did was talked. Like, just talked. And I loved it because he just got to know me. We just talked. And I just loved it. And we just got to know each other so well. So that was huge to me. That's how we met, though. I jumped in his homeboy DM once I seen him. Best relationship advice. The best advice would be a relationship is 100%, 100%, not 50-50. My grandpa actually told my mom that about her and her husband. A relationship should be 100, not 50-50. Best advice I've ever heard. Take it, live with it. Don't meet nobody halfway. Y'all both meet at the finish line. That was the last question. Thank y'all. I did this with no makeup because y'all can't get used to me with makeup because I'm not doing it every time or y'all will not get videos. But thanks for watching.
Ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap, bees in the trap. I bees.